Hello YouTube, Eternal Frost here. I'm going to be doing another Tomes and Grimm's run for Vermintide 2. And I'll include some timestamps, of course, in the video description below, like I've been doing. This time we'll be doing the Screaming Bell. We'll be doing something a bit different with my characters. I've got all the bots, so Krillian, Pardon, Sienna, Marcus. They're all level 30 now, so I decided to finally make my way to Saltzpyre. So you'll see I'm not level 30, so it's a little bit more interesting this time, as I don't have all the fun things that I've been depending on my other characters to kind of help me. So it's been a bit of a rude awakening, because it seems like I've gotten a lot lazy in my play because of things like temporary health. Anyway, so we're going to go, of course, and get all the Tomes and Grimms. I'm going to timestamp them, and hopefully you guys find this useful. As always, you know, do the whole subscribe, like thing. Let me know if there's something you want me to do, specifically, in the comments, if that's something you're all about. When you exit here, you might find an item right there on that black mark. The only way to do that is to jump on this wagon here, go here, and then jump and grab it, in case you ever see that item. I'm running, they look confused. I'm running, as you can see, the one-handed axe, which I was very familiar with back in Vermintide 1, one of my favorite weapons for some weird reason. And the repeating crossbow. So that's going to be for horde support and, of course, specials. It was better, if not best weapons, I think, between that and the repeating pistol. Lots of avenues in this map with regards to moving forward. Lots of different pathways. So half of this map is just trying to get your bearings.
There! Storm vermin!
So, alright.
Watch out!
One-handed axe is really great at armor penetration. Things like storm vermins, shields. Looks like it breaks shields. Not very good against regular rats, regular creatures, or larger hordes. So you have to be on your block game and your shove game.
Healing draft. Don't squander it.
He seems been a little bit buffed in that pink rats, you can kill 2 of them in one stroke, so that's kind of neat depending on your hero power. One thing I've noticed with the oh, where is he? I don't see him. Nice work. One thing I've noticed with the repeating crossbow is that it does seem to take quite a long time to reload, so you'll want to take advantage of every lull in the battle to reload your crossbow if you're using the repeating crossbow. One of the reasons why I run the one-handed axe on the Zealot is you can get a speed buff with his active, which really helps in controlling hordes with the one-handed axe. Because again, its problem is hitting numbers of targets, not penetrating or doing damage. One good thing is that if you hit something like those regular rot bloods, you know you killed it at least. They usually don't get up after you hit them with the one-handed axe. Or sometimes, if you don't land a headshot, they might be getting up and hitting you in the back when you're not looking with some other weapons. Like a two-headed hammer. They'll usually get up and knock them around. But, well, today my AI has also been a little bit angry with me. Lots of hordes, lots of specials. So, good times. Exciting times. Oops. I have a trinket that will duplicate the effects of a potion. Or duplicate. Will make a potion do all potion effects if you consume one. That's not going to matter much because we're coming up against the first Grimm soon. Down here. It's kind of interesting that you run into the Grimm before the Tomes in this. But they're all kind of grouped together in the same kind of area for the most part. Great miss. Great miss. Alright, so there's a fast way around here. the normal way is to go down this section of the street on fire, and then head left through the buildings. But if you check this alley here, there's these boxes. You can jump on these boxes. Really, you can jump those boxes to kind of get around. I thought I missed that. So the first Grim is going to be on these boxes here. You'll want to jump up here on this box, jump on this beam, jump on this rock, jump on this beam, and actually aim for this corner here, and then jump across one more time. And there you go. You're approaching your first Grim. Across here, we'll give this to... well, they won't pick it up. But here you go. I was going to give the potion because I was afraid they were going to grab it. There's your first Grim. So, and if you're afraid of fall damage, you shouldn't take fall damage here, but if you're afraid, you can land on that small roof there and go over it. Now, the normal way around here, like I said, is through the fire, and you can go long or go short. There are a couple of doors to go through. This area with the pigs, you can hit a mini-boss, and there is a box up here which tends to spawn goods right there. To get that, you'll want to jump on this crate, jump on this wooden thing, jump across like this, and there you go. You have this box. One thing I noticed about trying to jump on that crate is that you might have issues jumping on the little wooden beam there. The secret is not to hold forward. If you hold forward, you tend to get pushed off of it. You have to kind of like jump on it and not press forward. It's kind of a weird thing. You'll get the feel of it. So just keep trying.
I've a shot for your rotten heart, Blightstormer!
I really would like to know where that Blightstormer is.
Come on, tainted ones.
Oh well.
I'm getting bored.
Let's move forward. I hate how those guys hide. Oh. Help.
Healing draft here!
Healing draft.
Ammunition for those who need such.
Thank you, Sienna.
Come on,
Alright.
this way.
Moving down the street. You gotta be careful. If you get a patrol here, they tend to go through that alley right here. And if they catch you while you're in this small section, oh man, that hurt. You'll be screwed. Fair warning. So we're approaching the first tome here. Usually you'll want to go up to this second floor and exit here. Instead of doing that, we're going to go all the way up.
Aye, a good strike. Can you repeat it?
So,
Time from blood.
Kindling everywhere.
it could be annoying too, a little Blightstormer.
Make it supper.
We'll open this room a bit. That Blightstormer's probably going to just drop a storm on us if we're not careful.
Oh, calm yourself down.
You'll see that I canceled that right after doing it. I didn't want to actually, you know, charge. I was using it just for the speed boost. Of course, then the horde disappeared. So let's hold here for the horde. So see this ledge here? This is actually where the tome is. It's outside this window. You just can't get out the window. So you'll see it in a minute. It's right there. I would like to get... Alright, so instead of going out, you want to go up these stairs, then out to the roof where you get this little scaffolding. From here you'll want to jump onto this platform. You can walk off here, hug the wall, and there you go. You get your tome. I'm going to mark that. Maybe one of those guys will... No, they're not going to pick it up. So that is the first tome. First tome, first Grim. Now we move forward. The next tome is pretty close by. It's going to be in this circular section underneath the statue. So. Gotta be wary of that horde. Or the strangely, they won't really recognize you if you're down the floor below too often, so don't be too concerned if they get too close to you above you. If they're on the same level, it's an issue. One other thing I like about the axe is that it will stagger foes pretty easily. You get lots of stagger. So once you start swinging, you can usually swing with the bandit as long as you're not being too outnumbered, which is a common thing, of course, in this game. So the tome is actually up here in this box. We're going to go ahead and do a jumping puzzle to go and get it. My apologies for all the hordes. Like I said, AI's been a bit angry with me lately for some reason. Pretty much constant horde. And, wow, lots of elites.
Your failure, assassin.
I didn't hear that.
Killer, sir, and no mistake.
I didn't hear anyone call out for an assassin. I do hear the troll getting closer.
Get back.
This?
Gather your
I
strength.
should cauterize this wound later.
I'm going to go ahead and cue these guys because I hate the
unleash
trolls.
black powder.
Tome, mask my scent. Bless my hand.
Righteousness will deliver us. Remain stalwart.
Yeah, feels good, bro. Alright. Finally, to this tome that we've been talking about. You want to find this ladder, come up it, jump on this torch, jump to the next platform, jump on this torch, cross again. Oh, there it is. There's tome number 2. Now we're going to go for the final Grim, which is actually on the other side of that grate. So to get there, we'll want to move forward.
A lucky shot may fly.
Forward is going to be through here. I always found this intersection to be a little bit strange.
Die.
They call me the Canadian because I'm a lumberjack. No, that's a bad joke. They call me the lumberjack because I'm Canadian? Or I like maple syrup. I'm sorry.
Listen, reach. My bow reaches where your foot cannot, traveler.
So to get to the second and final grim, you'll want to climb up this this ladder here, which is part of.
A grabber.
Wow, that's great aim, Saltzpyre. Good job. I'm just gonna keep on shooting
Strangler. Strangles
because
no more.
apparently I can't hit things. So crawl up this wagon. You want to jump across this platform. It looks far, but you can do it. Rather than jumping by the ladder, you'll want to kind of get as close to this building as possible before making your jump, and that'll make it a lot easier. You'll see this hole here.
I hear the
Drop down in the hole,
Blightstormer's chant.
and you'll find this little like sewer type area. There's almost always some kind of drop here, almost. And you'll see the second grim and a switch. The switch opens this door so you can get through. You head right and you can go back to where you used to be. There tends to be horde spawns around this area, so just be careful about timing. It's been a while since I've seen a horde, so it's weird. Anyway, back to going forward.
Up here.
That's 2 tomes, 2 grims. You got 1 grim left.
Anyone fancy a bomb?
It's gonna be a little bit. It's not too far away.
Never have I
You
seen
want to make sure to check the back of that wagon. Usually there's some kind of health or something sitting on it.
We're mates. Sneak rat. By the hammer. Supplies attack.
Well, I suppose you have to hit sometime.
Rattling gun.
Take your time killing it, widowed you.
Hey.
You kill without your conscience, one eye.
Oops, I missed that. Doesn't even get stabbed.
At my master, you will trouble us no more.
Horde music's still going, but... Alright, well, for the third and final tome, you can actually kind of see the area where it's at here. While you're standing on this wagon, if you look right across the street, right... Oh, I think it's right there. That's where the tome is? Anyway, that's where we're headed. You might want to head right and come around this little, I know I could say it's a cul-de-sac. Sometimes there's an item that's right there. Usually it's like a health potion or
Ammunition trove.
That's always nice. You might want to check the side passages. As always, lots of hidden cubbies for things to spawn in this area. So your final tome. And there might be health back here by this wagon.
I spy another potion. The warp fire thrower is no longer a threat.
Health and that thing.
We've done bloody work this day, but more
so
awaits.
once you come around
Depend
this
on
hairpin, you'll want to check right, and you'll find a little cubby you can go through.
I spy
There's
another
usually
potion.
health, sometimes a bomb here. More importantly, you want to jump out the window. You can walk across the left here. Just hug this little side, you'll see this opening. There's your tome, your third and final tome. See, that's where we were looking from, on the wagon. So there it is, there's your third and final tome. The bots aren't going to pick it up, because bots. So we're going to go ahead and move back. Oh, that guy flew high. Again, lots of side
Raise the
cubbies,
comet.
so
Ammunition.
make sure to kind of look along the edges of the street if you're
A
low on
bomb,
supplies.
Always welcome. The soul is willing, but the flesh requires binding.
Oh, stop moving.
I need you back in shape to kill things, Elf.
Oh no, I didn't think I duplicated. Oh well, who cares? I didn't think I duplicated the health kit, which is why I went to pick up the tome and. Oh well. Alright, well that's all the tomes and grims for this level. So that's it. If you want to stick with me as we go through the end, feel free. Like I said before, please leave a subscribe and like if you like what you're seeing. And if you have any questions or comments or you want to see something differently, just hit up the comments, right? That's what they're there for. Anyway, this is Eternal Frost. I'll go and play through and you can see the scores later.
Armored heretic!
One eye. You must truly hate them.
They are heretics, conquerors, and cruel beyond measure. Hate flows easily in their presence.
Yes.
One good rule of thumb when you're advancing through levels, especially if you're struggling, right? If you're playing right at the cusp of where you might easily lose, every time you're in a horde, it might be a lot safer to stop moving forward. So you hear the horde music, stop moving, head backwards, find a place to defend. And the reasoning for this, we're still hearing the horde music, but they're not coming.
Skaven, Northlanders, cowards all!
The reason why you don't want to move forward in the middle of the horde is you can trigger mini-bosses or patrols, right? So that can be incredibly painful, because the last thing you want is, in addition to a horde, is going to be those things I just said, right? So you might as well not set yourself up for failure, you know. Hold, be patient, finish the horde, then start moving again. I'm moving in here because I think it's bugged. I don't see a horde. Oh, wow, that was awesome. I don't see a horde, I hear a horde, but I think it's just a
Bombs
bug.
here. Let's hope the black
Sometimes you get
powder
that
inside is
horde
dry.
music. Why isn't anyone picking up? And there is no horde, or the horde music just continues for the rest of the level. That's what I
Not
think's
these
going on.
black-furred bastards again.
Watch that Saltzpyre wreak havoc, darling. Damn, that Zealot can fight.
The reason why I block canceled there was that after his third swing, there's a slight pause. I just didn't want to have that pause. I don't know. Maybe it would have been
At
quicker to just
last,
keep on swinging. I don't
we
know.
have come a long way for this. I have had time to build up a formidable amount of holy fury!
The fool falls, and not before time.
Be very careful when jumping around here.
You
Like,
know
if you,
what
it
to
looks like you can
expect.
jump that
The infernal tolling call
that
for
platform
the
down there.
tide.
It will count as you jumping off the ledge. I made that mistake yesterday. Jumped off and basically killed myself and lost the Tome and a Grim. It was pretty horrible. Went to buy space and ended up just falling into space.
Weapons up! It's the tougher bandit!
Alright, so the point of this one is to break all the anchors. So that's what we're gonna do. You can break them in the middle of the hordes, it's not gonna be an issue. But just be aware, once you've broken the third set, there's one on the left side, right side, middle. Once you break in the third set, you get a little bit of time before a boss is queued. And the boss is random, so it could be anything, but normally seems to be a rat ogre or a storm fiend. So maybe it is just those two, I don't know. I'm trying to rack my brain. I don't remember seeing a troll here before, but you never know. Maybe I just don't remember it. So there you go. Let's break these final anchors, and we should be good. I got a little bit of horde, and nothing too bad. So the mini boss will spawn in this little cathedral-looking door. It'll jump up. It's a good spot to drop fire, or bombs, or otherwise. Like a rat ogre. I wonder if maybe they changed it where it's just a rat ogre now, or what? Whoa. Whoa. That was different.
Your emperor needs you! Clever!
Definitely felt better.
I spend my blood willingly!
That just helped. Alright, I was blocking. Not sure how that happened. Wow. That went really bad really quick. Not sure how. Oh, wait, okay. You can take that, I guess.
Faithfulness of dwarves never
Oh,
wait.
that was exciting and unexpected.
Shot! Quaddles! Arrows!
So you drop down here, walk through the tunnel, and a good place to have a crossbow or other high power penetrating weapon. Or, you know, a really big thing like a two-handed axe. Two-handed sword. Two-handed hammer, what have you.
An adequate kill. I keep hoping you'll improve.
Storm vermin!
That was rough.
Good. No, sir. No heretic saved today.
Oh, that block, though. Good block is good, I guess.
Staring straight at a potion.
Bindings and tinctures!
It's not that much of a run, and I don't
I
don't recall seeing a boss or a mini boss or, you know, patrol type spawn here, but you never know. There definitely are elites. So that's a bell we killed. Good bell. Loud bell. Does this thing.
Blessed Tom, guide my aim.
Incoming pack! Die!
Oh, you can see those guys with the body. Oh, that was not supposed to go on the stairs. you know, did what it did. Well, there's the end. Sometimes there can be storm vermin in there, so keep an eye out. Well, guys, hope you had fun watching someone do something with a one-handed axe. In Vermintide 1, I know a lot of people didn't like it. For some reason, I kind of just stuck with it. I felt like the Rapier was too overpowered, and the Falcon too. Falcon's definitely a better weapon in this game, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird like that. Anyway, let's see how many elites there were. It felt like there were quite a few for veteran. Good to unlock my talent for Saltzpyre. Wish there was a way to skip this. There's probably going to be a mod that'll just make these screens go by faster. It's, I mean, we all know that at the end of the game, Renault's going to screw you. So, I mean, why bother waiting for that info? So, there it is. Alright, Eternal Frost, signing out. Hope you guys found this video useful. As always, leave me a comment if you want to see more or something different. Talk to you guys.